I know every city manager in this state is struggling with how to excel or be successful in a social media world. Everybody needs to have this kind of training, no doubt about it. You know, over the last decade or so, communication has changed so much in cities. And then all of a sudden, social media hit city management. So just this evolution in communication made it really, really important for us to understand social media, to excel at social media, to make sure that we get ahead of the narrative, make sure that we're getting information out to our residents. And so it became very, very important for us to get a media expert in here to help us understand how to really thrive in the social media world. Public safety and government in general is very reactive. I think residents want to believe that we're down here trying to do things to make their life better every minute of the day, not waiting for them to tell us what we need to do to make their life better. So yeah, I think it's been a really good experience. Your experience with some of these largest companies in the world and understanding how social media really works, and you weren't just a consultant that read a book and said, yeah, this is what works. You've actually lived it, so the credibility, immediate credibility was very, very helpful. I think more so than that, you have also been a council member, so you understood things from a municipal standpoint and why we look at things the way we do. So being able to mix your experience with government was very helpful, because you could understand why we had some of the pitfalls and some of the starts and stops that we did. I was a little bit concerned that our staff would say, I don't have time for this. So I thought that the participation might be a handful, and it would be, well, I'm doing this because, you know, I really want to stay in good favor with my supervisor or maybe with the city manager. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised that our staff, a lot of our staff, want us to tell our own story. The new generation wants to tell the story. They want to be out in front of it. That's how they live their lives. They live their lives by these stories. And so, you know, I think it's almost a retreat back to where our country was in the past, where we were a society of storytellers. I think that's a real positive thing for our society, that we're getting back to communicating and telling stories instead of emailing and texting, these very impersonal ways of communication. So it was eye-opening in that respect. I think that you have a set program that you think will help cities, but it has enough flexibility in it that if you have individual instances that are happening in your city, we can all stop, focus on those case studies, work through some of those, and then we can go back to the program. And I like that you've built in that flexibility. You've taught us some skills about, you know, maybe how to laugh at ourselves a little bit. Like, hey, I can't believe that nail was there. I tripped on it myself the other day and we still didn't get it done. We got to get back to this storytelling and talking with each other and really sharing emotion and not the emotion that you miss. That's where emojis came from, right? It's like, okay, I don't know how to put this in words, but if I put just the exact right smiley face on there, they know that I'm a little happy, kind of happy, or very happy about what's going on. Well, I think part of that is we want to get back to telling these stories again.